Let's fight, folks. Let's fight. Welcome to our broadcast, wherever you're joining us from this evening. It's Pace and Power. Good to see each and every one of you, folks. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button. Let's go, folks. Let's go. Let's go. We got a long way to go. Good to have each and every one of you with us. Great to have each and every one of you with us, folks. I see JG is already here. Good night to you, and John. Good evening to you as well, and all the other folks pouring in and joining us. Good to have you, Ann, and the other brothers and sisters, wherever you all are joining us from this evening, folks. You're at home in Guyana, you're in the diaspora, like I am this evening. I'm still in the beautiful Turks and Caicos Islands, and I'm very, very privileged, folks, to be here with you all. Very, very privileged. Here the damn live. Smash that emoji button, folks. We got a lot of ground to cover. We got a lot of places to go. Great to have all of you all here with us. We're going to ring that bell until we satisfy that you all outside, good folks. That you all out here. Good to see you, folks. Great to have you. We're fired up at this end, guys, and we're ready to go. We are fired up. We're going to ring it one more time. One more time for the latecomers. We ain't going to left nobody out. Good to have each and every one of you. It's right in the talk about some transcript. We'll try with Patterson. My Lord. We're going to talk about that tonight for a little bit. They're trying with him, good folks. They're trying with our brother. They're trying with him. But good to have you folks here with us. Another evening, we outside, folks. Beautiful day where we were. Beautiful day on this side. We trust it's been a beautiful day for you wonderful people as well. I see Mark Doris is here. Donna Joseph is here as well. And I see Debbie Collins outside too. Good to have you, Debbie. Good to have you, Debs. All the other folks joining us. All right, we're ringing the bell, folks. Ringing the bell. All right, good to have you folks on with us. Good people, good people, good people. We love that you folks are here. We love that you folks are here with us. We got to fight card set. Good folks. We got to fight card set. We set. We set. We set. We set. we set. Again, folks, it's been a privilege to be here with you day after day, night after night, week after week, year after year, perhaps even. Going into 3 years, November. Yep, folks, it's all the time already, believe it or not. It's going in 3 years already. Mona Moses, you believe it already? Mona Sparkling Wills and Rennie McKenzie Talbot. Glenford Gordon is here as well. Yolanda Thomas is here too. Good to see you, wonderful, beautiful folks joining us from all around the world. Good to see all of you. We got to fight card set, folks. There's only some of you guys missing. Let me make sure I position correctly. Yep, we got the bell set, folks. Good to have good to have you guys joining us from the various places that you all are joining us from, guys. You're gonna want to smash that emoji button, share the damn live, and let me go down the road, folks. Partner with us as well. Partner with us as well. We're gonna see you guys real soon back at headquarters. Real soon, we're gonna see you guys back at headquarters. Good to see you, folks. Paul Bourne. Paul, how you doing? We hope that you're making the money, Paul. Money got for make. Them boys making the money in China. We can talk about them too. Them boys making the money in China. Gail Alicock, good to see you there. Brennan Thompson, Mavis, Davis Wells, we see you too. And I see Karen Thorne is here. Natasha, is it Rambirch? Good to have you, Natasha. The names are flitting by so fast. Paulette, Karen, Tommy, good to have you. Is it Uvern? Good to have you as well. And Mona Moses, Chandel, Donna Joseph, great to have each and every one of you guys. How you all doing, man? How was the day, folks? Respect and manners. I want to thank all of you who joined our morning broadcast today. It's been a privilege. It's been nothing short of a privilege, folks. We got to fight card set. Of course, it's just some of you missing. Rock and coming, good folks. Rock and coming. We got to fight card set. Set. We set. Yep. Dengue is doing a number with us. Dengue is doing a number with us, good folks. Asquith, Latoya Spencer, Colleen Fraser, Dengue is doing quite a number with us. Yep, we got Fitz Herbert Jarrett is on the live with us tonight. Good to have you, Fitz. Good to have you, Natasha Rambirch. Fitz, Good to have you too. Bernetta Chinsing, Charmin, Samantha McDonald, Linda Jacobs. Great to see you as well. So we can talk a little bit about dengue. We can talk a little bit what's happening there with the CCJ. And they haven't given up, The roaches, the vampires, they don't give up. They don't. They don't give up. And we're going to give you guys an update what's happening with the basketball superstar. His son, the greatest of all time. The greatest of all time. His son had a cardiac arrest recently. We're talking here about LeBron James, to be specific. We got an update on that. And then, folks, in Barbados, we got some trouble. In Barbados, we have some trouble. Lannis Bias. Good to see you, Lannis, and Donna Miller, and Shondell Moses. Erwin Cook, Asquith. Good to have you there as well. And Debbie Collins. Good to see you, Debs. We hope that you're good at your end. We hope that you are well. That's a couple of things we're covering, folks. And if you know our broadcast by now, you know we're going. That's where we're going, folks. We got the opener set. Folks. We talked to you guys early in the week about what happened in the High Court. That case concerning the Guyana Public Service Credit Union and Trevor Ben, the chairman of the credit union, who was ousted by the wicked group of small people. Was ousted by them. Well, the court said that they should go back and occupy those positions, and the court ousted. They said it went in there. They said that they crank up from Pelori Joe. They said that they crank up from Labour. You see, the court ousted them. And Roysdale, acting on the instructions of the court, went down there to the credit union and to let them know what's the order. To let them know what is the order, good folks. To let them know what is the order. We got to fight card set. Share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button for us. We got ways to go. Good to see you, Beryl Felix and Shondell Moses. Utiline, Pinder. You're here as well, girl. Roger Boyu. Good to have you. And Wendy Caesar. Anne-Marie Daniels is here too. Who's Nichelle Smith? Nichelle Smith on the live. Deon Ayana, Bibi Sandy Ford is here as well. And Chinsing Henry. Folks, we got the opener. Take a look and take a listen what the senior counsel said recently. Take a look, folks. Take a listen.
I don't know if you're aware, just an interesting rule that 3 persons, the chairman, the secretary, and less than no bill.
No.
Root over.
Member.
The 3 of them must not partake or exercise any functions in relation to the union. The court also specifically ruled that Mr. Ben, Mr. Rajdai Jaggernaut, and Mr. Patrick Mentor are to assume and exercise the functions that 3 of them previously held. That order takes effect immediately from yesterday. So we're here today with 2 of the 3 persons who have been identified and specifically ordered by the court to exercise the functions of management in relation to the offices previously held by the 3 women. So I believe that it is our duty to come specifically to inform you so that you'll be able to facilitate and cooperate with the exercise of those specific functions going forward. You have any questions?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
Does it Miss Jaggernaut is not in the jurisdiction at this time?
Okay. I guess that explains.
So we understand that a couple of people, all of the persons that the judges name are traveling on credit union business, I understand, at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, so they will not be in the jurisdiction for another couple of days. Yeah. So in the meanwhile, 2 things I would like to say in relation to the judge's order. One, that the 3 people named, myself, Patrick Mentor, and Raj, would take responsibility for what's going on in the credit union going forward. And secondly, that the earlier decision of the court with respect to the holding of special general meeting be the priority of the credit union. So that's what we're going to be focusing on going forward. And the business of the credit union will not be stopped, but our main focus will be to hold that special general meeting and keep in with the members' wishes. In relation to the participation of the three name committee members, the judges rule that they must not occupy any executive office. So all functions performed by them at this moment with respect to executive functions would cease until the judge says otherwise. So that's the information for you at this time, and we'll talk a little bit more about how we will move forward.
I've also advised them, it's their decision to make, but I've also advised them that having been appointed by the court at this stage and taking control of a financial organization, that it would be prudent that they have an audit done to make an assessment as to where the organization is now and what would have happened prior to the court's order under which we assume and exercise authority. So I hope that you would also facilitate and cooperate with them in relation to that. I believe that that is quite understandable. Because you're taking control of a financial institution without knowing exactly where and what would have transpired before. Any other questions? Any concerns?
No.
You get any you see any challenges with regard to what senior councillors?
No, it's prudent to have the audit done, given the change. But just to know that we do have currently the audit for 2022 that is ongoing. But
It started already?
yeah, we would have started that process.
So this is a more specific audit for the purpose of understanding where we are. A quick check of the financial standing of the credit union, so it doesn't entail the big audit that the normal audit would do it on an annual basis. One specific request I
That is some of what went on down there at the Guyana Public Service Credit Union quite recently following that court case. You see, them boys can try all kinds of things. All kinds of things they're trying. All manner of things, and we got to watch them. Folks, we got to watch them. All manner of things are being tried. And that was the opener, folks. Share the live, smash that emoji button for us. We got a lot of things to get through this evening, and we're so happy that you folks are here with us. Share that live, smash that emoji. We're happy that you guys have joined us this evening. Good to have each and every one of you here. Good folks. Good to have you here. Abiola Clark, I see you there. Evelina Whitaker, Jennifer Bob, Cheryl Sanders, Jamal Aziz, Lyndon Gill, we see you there as well. Good folks, that was the opener. Let's head into some of the international news we're following, guys, so we can come back, circle back to the Latin American region, Caribbean region, and the South America in general, folks. Some of what we are following around the world tonight, there's a typhoon that's brewing there in the close to the Taiwan region. We're watching that, folks. Typhoon. You know, we got to be thankful. Those of us in the 592, we don't have all this to get through, you know. And this is Typhoon Duxuri, right? It approaches China and Taiwan. You see, these typhoons don't care which country you're from, you know. Right? They are bringing with them, folks, heavy winds and destructions. Heavy winds and destruction. This is Typhoon Duxuri. Yep. Never like a Duxuri. Never. Thoughts and prayers go out to the wonderful people of Taiwan, folks in China as well. Duxuri. Threatening the people there. Trump. Never an easy day with Trump, guys. Never an easy day. Deborah and Wayne and Pierre Tracy Pierre. Good to have you there. Candy Lillian Jojic, share the live. Smash that emoji button. It's never an easy day. Donald is a gift that keeps on giving. Donald Trump. The gift that keeps on giving. You know, one of these staffers by Donald Trump property there in, I think it's Florida, Mar-a-Lago. is to be charged, or was charged rather, quite recently in this special counsel's classified document case. Right? The staffer is Carlos de Oliveira, a current Trump organization employee. And we're picking up this information out of the ABC News, and they were told that the head of Trump maintenance at Mar-a-Lago estate has been added to this obstruction conspiracy, has that, rather had this charge of obstruction conspiracy added to the original indictment. Obstruction conspiracy. Folks, Trump got so many charges and so many indictments. It's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep focus, but we can try. It's hard to keep focus. You know, he's like Mr. 19 fraud charges. You remember him? With Anthony Bubble Matthews out of St. Kitts and Nevis. You remember him? 19 fraud charges. I remember he. You all remember him too. Trump is a gift, keeps on giving charges after charges, indictment after indictment. Trump just out here watching us. Just out here watching us. I'd rather this plane that engine caught a fire. It happened how it happened, than it happened in the air. Thank God it didn't happen in the air. Thank God it did not happen in the air, folks. This is at an airport in Delhi. Routine maintenance was being carried out on an aircraft at a Delhi hangar when fire ripped through the plane's engine. Yep, the plane is a Dash 8 turbo propeller operated plane by an airline called SpiceJet. And the aircraft was, as I said, undergoing maintenance at the Indira Gandhi International Airport there in Delhi. When the fellow servicing the aircraft saw a little thing happening by this one engine, right? Saw something happening. Thankfully, folks, what developed into a big blaze was brought under control, right? Airport officials blamed burning of residual fluid, fuel rather, the burning of residual fluid. Thankfully, the whole incident was brought under control. I rather it happen how it happened there. You can imagine you flying for summer, and you look out the window, you see the plane engine on fire. No, don't do that. We want no final destination. Stuff like that, folks. No stuff like that from Final Destination. And as I said, LeBron James, his son went into cardiac arrest. Quite recently, some people said he took the jab, he didn't take the jab. Bronny James, 23 years old, went into cardiac arrest as he was practicing, practicing his shots, sharpening his skills. 23 years old. I went into cardiac arrest. We gotta watch myself out here. People says this COVID thing, COVID vaccination, is one of the side effects of some of these COVID vaccinations. Remember this thing, the rush. One of the side effects, apparently, is cardiac arrest. Right? Part of the side effects is cardiac arrest. Which one you all took? I took the Sputnik. I think I had the Johnson & Johnson booster. The Johnson & Johnson booster is the one I had. Well, you all know we gone to China. Oh, we can touch on that just now. Friends, family, and favorites in China. But how come Xi Jinping is meeting with us? How come Xi Jinping is meeting with us? We there. We notice Xi Jinping only meeting with folks out of Indonesia. The man apparently schedule is big. Right? He met with the president of Indonesia, Chengdu. He met with him quite recently. You see? So it's a little head scratcher for us. Maybe you all know. Right? They said this year marks the 10th anniversary of the establishment of the comprehensive strategic partnership between China and Indonesia. Right? Maybe somebody could answer for us, how come Xi Jinping, the man himself, is not meeting with these folks who putting themselves out here as though they were so important all of a sudden to world events? Can they see, do you know? Can they see Leach? Do you know? Can they see Glenford? What about you, Glenford? Do you know? They put themselves out there, Sandra Davis, right? As though they have all this importance all of a sudden. I see Sandra Davis is saying that LeBron's son is 18. Thank you for that, Sandra. Whether 18 or 23, still very young for cardiac arrest, as we know. Very, very young for cardiac arrest. But thank you nonetheless, Sandra. Right. How come Xi Jinping, Roxanne, you know? Roxy Daly and Austin, do you know? We're looking for some answers myself. And John and Jonan, we're looking for some answers ourselves, good folks. But we're watching that. And we're circling back to Ali India trip. We're going to circle back to it, folks. But first, a couple of things. I think it's plenty tonight. A couple of things we're tracking around the region. We're so happy that you guys are here with us. You see? Listen, all of a sudden, hold on. All of a sudden, them boys trying to pretend to you and I as though they suddenly get so popular. They're suddenly leaders on the international stage. That's not so. Seymour Jones, you know the thing. Right? Philbert Taylor, you know the thing. Philbert say, ask you. Naomi Joker, you know the story. Naomi said that Xi Jinping is not meeting with Ali because he ain't what Ali asked him, but Sue. Who is Sue? Where is Sue? Sue seemed to have fallen off the map. Brothers and sisters, Sue seemed to have fallen off the map. Good to see you there, Joylyn Cook. Good to see you, Joylyn. Sue seemed to have fallen off the map, but we can circle back to Ali and China. Sheena Hazel, Joylyn Cook, Wendell Fraser, folks. I want you guys to share the live, smash that emoji button as well, folks. And let's touch on some of the things we're covering around the region, good folks. Some of the things we're covering around the region. Glenford Garden, good to see you there. Penelope Hudson, good to see you as well. Well, strike. They had a strike today at the Grantley Adams International Airport. People don't play, That's why y'all know. People don't play. They're telling us around 60 workers strike today at the Grantley Adams International Airport. Right? And this strike was called apparently by the Unity Workers Union, UWU, there in Barbados. 60 workers. Well, they said the fed up of Mia. The fed up of sweet talking Mia. She catfish curry friend, Irfaan. She fed up with them. That's what the union said. Alvin Hall, who's the union president, Alvin said Alvin himself is a senior electronics technician at the airport. And he said the action was brought to bring attention of the public to a plethora of issues affecting the staff, including health, safety matters, the handling of promotions, outstanding COVID-19 grants. Then people still holding the pink slip in Barbados, outstanding COVID-19 grants, and a proposed private-public partnership being negotiated with a Dubai-based group. Yep. So the folks strike today. Fed up. They said they're fed up with me. Fed up with me. It's not only y'all alone. Or in Barker CC Local, it's not just y'all alone. The folks there, at least the 60th Grantley Adams Airport, Siobhan McDonough, they said they want more meaningful engagement. Onika Osborne, more meaningful engagement from Mia and co. Sandra Hanover, Auntie Sandra, good to see you on the live. And I see Dunsford Jeffrey is here as well. My shirt sleeve has become undone. We can fix them. We can fix it. So that's one of the things we are watching this evening, folks. What's happening there with this protest? Protest in Mia backside. But look, story here now. I find the people got another reason to protest quite shortly. Look what's happening here now. A couple of ministers in the mayor administration, they suddenly want past prime ministers, you see, in Barbados to be treated better. That's what they're telling us. To be treated better. So two government senators are calling for more respect and privileges to be given to Barbados prime ministers after they leave office. Much like is done, hear this, for the United States presidents. These senators are John King and Elizabeth Thompson. Right? And they made this call for members of the upper house to pay their respects to the late Prime Minister Sir Lloyd Erskine Sandiford, who passed away quite recently. So they want greater respect and privileges for past prime ministers of Barbados. Right? We got to watch that. We got to watch. I thought everything was nice in Barbados. I thought it was nice time. Where are they coming from? Where is that brewing from? I want to know. Edward Brooms? Where's that brewing from? Orrin Barker, Candy Lindajit, Evelyn Peters, Dwayne Collins, Stacey and Stoll. Where is that brewing from? I thought it was nice time in Barbados every day. I couldn't fathom. Workers at the Grantley Adams International Airport in Barbados got all of those concerns, got all those challenges and setbacks. So the maths and Matson for me, apparently. The maths is not Matson, but folks, that's one of the things we're following. The maths and Matson. And of course, once we come into 5-9 twist trouble, I want y'all to see something here. I want y'all to see and understand how them boys wicked, stink, and dirty. Right? I want y'all to see and understand how them boys wicked, stink, and dirty. Some of y'all want to measure with them, you know. And some of y'all think they're easy, but they aren't so. Trying to find my bearings here. But they aren't so. And that is why we got to be consistent in our approach to the People's Progressive Party Civic, the minions and the henchmen. We got to be consistent in our approach with them, because all is not well, brothers and sisters out there in the 592. Stacey and Stoll, Glenford Gordon, Angeli Abrams, Andrew Griffith, all is not well out there. Who vex? Who vex? We already said what we had to say. Folks, I hope the share is looking nice. I hope the share is looking good. And hit that emoji button for us, folks. We got a little ways to get. We got a little ways to get tonight, folks. I want y'all to know wicked, stinking dirty. Wicked, stinking dirty. That's them boys, man. That's them boys. Look story here now. Look story here. I'll give you an example. You see? I ain't just coming with rhetoric. I'll give you an example out of Parfait Harmony. Brace yourself. Glenford, brace yourself. Candida Lindajit, brace yourself. Karma Yap. Dionyana Bibi Sandiford, brace yourself. Back up yourself in my Simona Brooms voice. Mark Joris, Fennel Innes, Paulette Greaves. You think it's easy with them boys? It's not. It's not easy. Who vex lose, according to Davis? Who vex lose? Wicked, stink, and dirty. So them boys, they're in Parfait Harmony. Watch me now. You see? And they're telling us that Parfait Harmony at Underneaming, last bridge, the road is under construction. They said all vehicles. Somebody tag ropes in for me. Or is it the other one, the other Jagabat? Somebody tag the fake bishop, the fraud bishop. The man with no power. Spirits running him. Holy bird, grog. Spirits running him. So they're building this, constructing this road, Parfait Harmony, Underneaming, last bridge. And the folks are telling us they got a whole host of derelict vehicles on the road. The common sense thing, the practical thing to do would be to move those derelict vehicles so you got better access to the road. Not them boys. You see, when you hire friends, family, and favorites whiskey session, when you do that, Anthony Silva, Michael Reed, when you do that, Michael, I'm so sorry we haven't had a chance to touch bases yet. You have my apology, but Michael is day and night. My parliamentary colleagues at this end got activities on day and night. So, Michael, I offer my apology that we haven't been able to touch base as yet. I offer my apology. But them boys still wicked, stinking, dirty. So you would think they would move the debris off the road. Right? Well, look, story here now. Move debris. Them boy going wrong. Them boy going wrong. You see the truck park up, taking up part of the road? No. Move truck with him, sir. Move debris with him, sir. Oh, somebody tag the fraud bishop, no man. Huh? Somebody tag the fraud bishop for us. Them by moving. Niobe. Niobe. Joel Ward. You think them boys easy? Them boys go wrong the truck. Move truck. What him, sir? What's a move truck? This is Parfait Harmony on the Neiman last bridge. Folks tell us the road and the construction. I carry my cameras just now. Soon as I come back from foreign, with chocolate, I bring it for Alial. I carry my cameras right there. You see? But the residents tell us Parfait Harmony on the Neiman. Listen to me. One agile, by the time I get there, I want this thing fixed. I finished talking. This is how you know the wicked, stinking, dirty. Tracy Clark, they're supposed to move the derelict vehicle so they have access to the whole road. Then by going down more on the one shoulder on the right-hand side there to avoid the... This is what happens. Chilsing, Naomi, this is what happens when you bring family, friends, and favorites. You all see this? In this one Guyana, in this one Guyana we have, this is where you bring fake and fraud contractors, people who have no business building road and so on. They got to even move all of them obstacles and so on. We go wrong the problem. What's the problem? There's not no problem. We solve the easy. We go wrong it. We go... Where to get these people from? Where to get these jacobats and trench capos from? Keep them away from us, you know. Keep them away from us. Pack of jacobats. This is the kind of behavior, you know, that they display. Jacobatical. Jacobatical behavior. Folks, I wish we could make these things up. Right? This is happening in the 5-9 of the 2. Right in front of our faces. Is worldly trying to pull over our eyes just oh, sharing the life, man. Like I want more people get this valid, credible information. Like I would like more people to have access to valid, credible information. This is madness. You would never see this no other part of the world. Who gonna smash that emoji button for us? We're looking 10 on the shares, folks. Pick up the pace, pick up the pace, pick up the pace in the share. We're looking at 10. Who gonna share the life for us? Who gonna have the courage? Who gonna have the testicular fortitude? Y'all see madness there? Folks, y'all see madness there? I can see some of y'all saying, only in Guyana. Only in Guyana. You see, only in Guyana. Who vex? Only in Guyana. We watching that though. Y'all tag the fraud bishop. Y'all tag the one that got the big mansion, 22-acre mansion in Region 3. He's the next one in the ministry there. Y'all tag him. Since he come in, he built the house. He ain't done yet, you know. He ain't done yet. We in the house in Region 3, so big, you got golf cars. That's the other one in the ministry there. Y'all tag it too. He think he's a bright with numbers. Bright for who? Bright for when? Tag them. Tag them. I hope Joylin Cook understands. Enid Miggins, you understand. Angela Abrams. Girl spectator, what you gonna say now? What you gonna say now? You got no shame? Girl spectator, you got no shame? Deborah Pearson, Tommy Gibbs, Toy Spencer. You got no shame? Can't even stay quiet. Can't even stay quiet. Y'all see madness there? That's real. That's real madness. Not play. Real madness. The bishop, name calling, happy that Suzette Washington. You see that, Suzette? He name calling. Oh, folks, share the life, the man. Smash the emoji button for us. You think it's easy in this country, no? You think it's easy? Nice time. And I ain't talking about China yet. I ain't talking about China. We coming around by them, though. Nice time. Friends, family, and favorites. Gone China, boy. Friends, family, and favorites. Gone China. But nice time. And here's what we're talking about. They're telling us that BPAT is observing its 70th anniversary. BPAT. They're wrong a little bit long. Right? Imagine Tashir older than BPATs. Can you imagine that? Still out here. And some of you want retreat. No retreat, no surrender. Forward ever. Backward never. So, there's nice time coming up, folks. All right? I had to pull this one out for y'all quick. Nice time at BPATs. BPAT on Regent Street says store-wide. They got a 7% off sale. Right? Tomorrow, they're telling us. Hope I get the date right. Tomorrow. And this is coinciding with their 70th anniversary. You know, their store is just off of Camp Street into Regent. A 7% off of every product from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Right? They said that 1953 was a momentous year in the country's history. It was also the year that the founder, Madhu BPAT, moved from his Pennington's market stall to the present Regent Street location. It was also the year his eldest son, Dennis, was born. So congrats to the BPATs. They've been in the business a long time now, 70th anniversary. You see? 7% off, store-wide. Store-wide, that's what they say. Nice time, folks. In this hard economy, we got cost of living sky high. Any little thing you could get off, that's why I share it with y'all. Any little bit you can get off, because I know it's going to go a long way. I sermon about, I talking right there too. I sermon about, I talking right there at BPAT. Look at us, we're following good, folks. Signs of the times. Signs of the times. Yep. It's all around us, you know. You only need to look. You only need to have eyes to see. Andrew Griffith, Wayne Brown, Mavis Henry. You only need eyes to see, brothers and sisters. 3,500 of you watching us all around the world. We're privileged that on a Thursday, the 27th day of July, we got 3,500 persons watching us live. 2,200 alone on the Facebook. 2,200 alone. Share the live, good folks. Signs of the times. Young man found dead. Decomposed body in a house in Port Morant. 39-year-old Amir Ali Hussein, young. 39 years young. I remember when I was 39. You know, a few years ago. I remember when I was 39. He's young. And Amir Ali Hussein, also called Mother, his partly decomposed body was discovered at his home at John's, Port Morant quarantine, yesterday. And Hussein's aunt, this is the same fella, 39-year-old Amir Ali Hussein, his aunt, a rural constable, said that sometime after 4 o'clock yesterday, Hussein's neighbor told her that they had not seen her nephew since Sunday. Right? Auntie Monica said, when I go, I checked through the window, but from the bridge I see blood. In front of the door had blood. And when I went to the back, they have blood on the plate. And he lie down flat with the face down. And he swell. This was Auntie Monica Mohan. Related to the news. He swell when she went there. Folks, the police are watching this one as a homicide. Investigations continue. Our thoughts and prayers go to the entire Hussein family there on the quarantine at John's. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them. Here's where we're there, folks. Them boys section. Here is where we're there. So we bring up the flank tonight. Share the live, folks. Wherever you're joining us from, smash that emoji button for us. We're going down, folks. We're by them boys section. Share the live. Smash that emoji. But wherever you're coming in from, wherever you're rocking and coming from tonight, we're so delighted that you folks are here with us. We are so delighted. Here's what we're covering here now. Y'all think them boys easy now? Well, they're not. Can you read in the Jeet? Oh, scraps. They are not. They're not. They're easy. You think they're easy? I'm telling you. They're not easy. You know? We gotta watch this dengue thing. It's a Frank demand. It's what Frank doing. What's going down with Frank? The folks said dengue coming up. Dengue stepping up. Folks, but I want you to know, the experts are telling us, don't self-diagnose. Too many people self-diagnose. And good folks, this can be to your detriment. Dr. Shazima Shah, right, an infectious disease specialist, our very own Guyanese, Dr. Shazima Shah. She warns against self-medicating to treat dengue. And this is what I mean when I say self-medicating. You see, some of you, your neck back hurting. You don't diagnose yourself already. It's pressure. And you start taking tablets. Right? You're drinking papa milk and all manner of things. You see? It's the pressure. Your head hurting, it's Bigfoot. Right? You got Bigfoot, somebody obey me. You gone by Mother Dora. You gone. You're self-diagnosing, right? Among other things. And that is what Dr. Shazima Shah is warning against, this infectious disease specialist, warning against self-medicating. Somebody tell you, somebody do you start taking holes at a bush, you know, throwing rum all over the place, foul blood and all kinds of stuff. Stop self-medicating. Dr. Shazima Shah says there are about 300 active dengue cases currently recorded in Guyana, and with symptoms similar to the regular flu. Symptoms similar to the regular flu. And that is what infectious disease specialist Dr. Shazima Shah is telling us, and is encouraging persons to be alert for rashes, abnormal bleeding, and heightened fevers. You got to be on the lookout for that. You see, be on the lookout. And again, warning against self-medicating, because without confirmation, this is dengue she's talking about, without confirmation, persons put themselves at risk of consuming medications, hear this now, consuming medications that can cause further complications. So you make anything worse. That is what Dr. Shazima Shah says. Seek medical attention. Seek medical guidance. Somebody tell you hand hurting. You know, you weren't taking something, you weren't seeking guidance. People with no experience in no medical experience, nothing. Come and advising you. Stop self-medicating. That is what Shaw is telling us tonight. Don't do it. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it. We're big. You see the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce? I want to know we big. We big. We big. We still looking good. We still got a turtle flesh. We big. But we ain't stupid. Right? You let her know, Evelina Whitaker. We get a turtle flesh still. Yulie North. We big, Wayne Brown. Veronica Primoralins. Lynn McDonald. Yvette Asquith. Kurt Heideken. We big. But we got sense. Like I talk too quick. 2,400 watching us on Facebook. 3,800 watching us around the world. We big, but we got sense. Saif Ali. Saif. You know them boys at the GCCI. Hear them boys saying. Hear them boys saying. Oh, they need to work with government. I like when they start talking like this. They need to work with government. You see. To do what? Do I have it right? Yeah. To collaborate with government in an effort to promote greater technology in business, folks. The GCCI, like the private sector, you got one, two good people in the organization. We got beautiful people in the private sector in this country, period. But see, in these organizations, them is the government too. So when they come out and say that we have to collaborate with the government, we find it laughable. We find it ludicrous. That's how we find it. Because them and the government is one. Them and them boys is one. Like conjoined twins, them is one. So when they say they got to collaborate, 3 years later, now you have collaborated on business technology. I really hope that artificial intelligence, AI, to make all y'all redundant. I only hope it don't make all y'all redundant. I look at dapper. I say it to myself. Make all of them redundant. When they come out, say they have to collaborate. Glenford Gordon, Omar Anthony, Mark Doris, Roxy Daly, Austin. Where you come with here now? Don't come around with funny. Don't do it. For your information, good folks, for your information, I would have you know they're telling us that the bridge is now back in working order and opened as of 6 o'clock this afternoon. The bridge is back to working order and open. Folks, by the time they chalk up the calculations repairing this bridge for the last year, 2, 3, the last 3 years, you could build about 10. You could build about 10. Everything now in the billions and the billions and the billions and the billions. You could probably build about 10, but we're watching them. We're watching them. We show you lovely folks how a lot of things start. We don't know how to show you how it's going. Look how this one going. Remember this International Billing Expo? Well, you all buy Robeson. You all buy, not Robeson, the fake bishop, the fraud bishop. You run out for everything on track. Everything on track for the International Billing Expo 2023. It is moving full steam ahead. Like the road at the back of Parfait, having it on the Niming. Full steam ahead. False prophet. Full speed ahead. That's how we say. I wish you all the best, though. I wish you all the best. Can't even fix a damn road. You know? You can't even fix the road proper. You all run with International Building Expo for house falling down, collapsing, and people are killing them. Can't even fix the little 2x4 road. It's International Building Expo. You all try with International Building Expo. But we wish them well. We wish them well on that front. We wish them well on that front. A little name calling. A little name calling. He lost at the High Court. 2 cases in one day. The super attorney, Royce Ford. 2 cases in one day. He said no, but he going to the CCJ. He got the nerves He got the nerves. He balls barely started working the other day. He got the nerves. The temerity, the gumption. You think he got the testicular fortitude now? He carrying the case to the CCJ. This is the one concerning the parliamentary secretaries, Sarah Brown and Vikash Ramkisoon. Chief Justice Roxanne George said they were sitting in the National Assembly unconstitutionally. And the Court of Appeal just this week upheld those decisions. Upheld those decisions. He said you go in CCJ. They got constitutional matters that needs clarity. Basil, thanks for that contribution on YouTube. Thanks for that contribution. He said he is going to the CCJ because they got important constitutional matters. Important constitutional matters, Alex, boom, Onikelite, Astrid Schultz, important constitutional matters to be tried. Y'all hear the Jagabat? You hear the trench crapo? Important constitutional matters. That's what he's telling us. Right? But I want to know we big and we got sense. We big and we got sense. Them boys some money have we met. That's why we try to alert you guys to the smoke and mirrors, because this is what it's really about, you know. Is who in and who out, and who making the money, who making the dollars. Who making the dollars. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. See, our boy gone to China. The Americans weary of him now, you know. That's what the back channel telling us. Irfaan, friends and family in China, back channel telling us the Americans are growing very weary of him. Very weary of him. Very weary. We saw this China trip. He says a state visitor, something of the sort. But like this is I don't know what's happening here. When we look at this thing, nothing irregular. Folks, nothing here, not regular. Friends, family, and favorites. We see in China. Friends, family, and favorites. We gotta watch this fella, you know. We gotta watch him. Yeah. We gotta watch him. Right? And we see that our commentators are saying what Ali is getting out of China is tokenism. It's nothing of substance, but for Ali and the boys. Tokenism out of China nationally, but privately for Ali and the boys. Money have he make for Ali and the boys. For Ali and the boys, money have he make. Don't come around with funny. Who vex? I will only hasten to tell you, folks, I will only hasten to tell you, you want to make your money? Listen to me good. You want to make your money? Make your money. Make your money. Boy, see when I making me money? Don't come around me funny like that, you know. Don't do it. We spoke with Foreign Affairs Shadow Minister Amanzo Walton Desir recently on the same trip. We spoke with Amanzo recently on this very same trip, this China trip. Take a look and take a listen to what Amanzo told us. The Shadow Minister Amanzo Walton Desir, Shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation.
On the foreign front, in foreign affairs, recently there were some scathing articles in all the media here about this government and their foreign policy stance, the fact that it is so incoherent if it exists at all. We saw some pushback from them. One of the interesting things that we saw in them kind of summing up where they are in foreign relations is that they're on good terms with their neighbors. I don't think he might say that of Venezuela. I don't think he might even say that of Suriname, and we saw all of the whining and dining of Santoki. But what is there to show for that? You know, they were supposed to give us some licenses almost a year ago. Irfan is still having, is still waiting. Is still the man in waiting. He's now off to China. And, lots of us at this end, I'm sure you are this way as well. We're at the edge of our seats, popcorn and cokes in hand.
Look, I'll say this: the PPP has not been able to adumbrate a coherent foreign policy because they are by and large transactional. And when you are transactional in your foreign relations, it leads to incoherence. So I am not surprised that they've not been able to set that out. They did a very poor job of defending against the criticisms because it could never be that we have invitations from over 50 states that is an indicator of your foreign policy success. It means that you are now an interesting state, and for very obvious reasons. We have oil.
Mhm. Correct.
So it's no feather in the cap of this administration that he is so invited. There are geopolitical reasons for Guyana being at the table. Having said that, this is why it is very, very important for us as a nation to determine what our national interest is, because failing to properly define our national interest will lead to us being blown, pulled, and tugged to and fro. And this is what is happening to the current administration because they have not been able to articulate what the national interest is. And they haven't been able to do that because they are transactional. Now, of course, as a head of state, you are expected to conduct state visits. The issue that I have with this, however, is that on their return to Guyana, the people of Guyana are not given a proper briefing as to what transpired. So we don't know what was traded away. We don't know what the negotiations were. And Irfan Ali doesn't go there in his own right. He goes
Yeah.
as a representative of the people of Guyana.
The sad thing is that they think it's about them. It's about the
And
PPP
they
and their
think that it
policies
is
that
about
has brought them
them.
before great men.
Exactly. And so this headiness that you see characterizing their interactions on the foreign policy front is dangerous. It requires now more than ever that we have a sober, well thought out approach, bipartisan even, to our foreign policy
Yeah.
of paramount importance. So I would hope that when the president returns from China, because I will be asking in the National Assembly for a briefing through the Foreign Relations, the Sectoral Committee on Foreign Relations, so that Guyanese can understand what did you go there to say on our behalf? What did you gain? We deserve to know. Irfan is not going there to represent Irfan. He's going there to represent us as the people of Guyana.
Yep, Amanza Walton Desir there, the shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. And Amanza is always quick on the draw, always on it, always quick on the draw. For the closer, folks, the People's National Congress Reform had a press conference today. Leader of the opposition had a press conference today and spoke on a range of issues, from the David Patterson issue. Remember, he's trying with David all the time. From that issue to increase pay, more money must circulate for Guyanese. Don't tell me the Hess make 119 million US in the last quarter, and then the rest of it catching with tail. Don't tell us about that. Tell us how Shireen Byers making it, how Maxine making it, Maxine O'Donnell, McDonough making it, how Donna Miller making it, how Chin Singh making it, Anthony Silva, Ali Ahmad, how they making it? Because this thing is trickling down, This thing is trickling down. And so the leader of the opposition, Mr. Aubrey Norton, spoke on a range of issues. And folks, tonight, that's the closer. Take a look and take us and share the live, man. Smash the emoji button. Who vex? Valid, credible information all the time.
opposition wishes to condemn the use of the Guyana police force to achieve political objectives, while at the same time ensuring the PPP senior officials who are accused of serious crimes are not investigated, or the police carries out the investigation in a way that allows for the PPP accused senior official to go free and not face the law. The political harassment of Member of Parliament, Mr. David Patterson, is one of the most recent manifestations of the PPP's harassment of the opposition. Mr. Patterson is being accused of violating the law. What is interesting is for this minor offense, he's placed on $200,000 station bail, which is clearly an act of political harassment. In the case of the allegations of bribery and corruption leveled against Barra Jagdeo in the Vice News report, the PPP instructed the police not to investigate. Mr. Jagdeo's alleged crime is far worse than the allegation leveled against Mr. Patterson. Yet the police are unable to investigate an alleged crime that has serious implications for the nation as a whole. In the case of the alleged rape and sodomizing of an indigenous child, the police was very complacent and clearly worked assiduously to ensure that Mr. Nigel Dharamlal did not face the full force of the law. For the opposition, this is not a closed case. It's a case of money and other forms of power being used to intimidate ordinary citizens and to allow the members of the PPP elite class in Guyana to violate the law and go unpunished. It must be stated here that rape has no statute bar, and therefore those who believe in justice will continue to pursue this case until there is justice. Madhya Dormitory fire. We will not relent in our call for an independent commission of inquiry. It is now 66 days since the tragic Madhya Dormitory fire that took the lives of 20 young Guyanese on the 21st of May, 1923. In that time, the government deployed several devious and heartless ploys to avoid taking full responsibility and to brush the matter under the carpet. Most recently, Guyanese across the social and political spectrum joined in condemning the insulting act by the government to offer the parents the stingy financial compensation and to coerce or intimidate them into signing documents absolving the government from any future potential claims for liability and injury. Guyanese must continue to reject these acts by the PPP. It should be noted that in the judicial system, Guyanese are awarded $20 million or more for libel and defamation. It is therefore ridiculous for the government to offer $5 million per person for the loss of life. Life cannot be that cheap in a country where the government squanders billions of taxpayers' money. To date, the government has failed to constitute the long-awaited Commission of Inquiry into the fire. There can be no excuse for the delay. Several organizations, including the parliamentary opposition, have publicized detailed terms of reference. And there are several well-qualified and professional Guyanese and CARICOM nationals who can sit on such an independent commission. Guyanese must see the delay for what it is. It is an act by a government that is interested in its own political self-preservation at any cost, one that has no sense of morality, integrity, and duty but to itself. We will not relent until a commission of inquiry is established. Until all those responsible in the PPP cabinet are held accountable. Until all corrective measures are identified
and implemented across the country for similar facilities. Until justice for the dead Madi children and their parents is served, we owe it to the dead and to the wider society to hold the government accountable for what is clearly their incompetence and lack of care for our children. Government must announce salary increases and cost of living relief, for 2023. True to its anti-working class and anti-poor nature, the incompetent and corrupt PPP government has displayed its usual heartlessness in refusing to grant any salary and wage increases to teachers, the police, the Guyana Defense Force, and public servants. In addition, they have offered no cost of living relief to ordinary Guyanese in 2023. Last week in the National Assembly, Minister with responsibility for finance in the office of the President, Ashni Singh, when asked about the $5 billion voted in the 2023 national budget to help Guyanese survive the high cost of living, he gave an answer that may not have even convinced he himself. In a nutshell, he reported that none of the money has been spent, at least usefully. Likewise, we are not surprised by the government's bad faith in the ongoing salary negotiations with the GTU. We see no interest being shown by the government to activate the collective bargaining agreement with the public service unions. If last year's salary increases are any guide, then the government will likely impose an increase that is below the inflation rate and not retroactive. It will then continue on its merry way, doling out large contracts to its cronies for infrastructure projects. Clearly, the 2023 budget was not intended to help the poor. It is a mechanism to put wealth in the hands of the PPP elites, families, friends, and favorites, while allowing the people to punish. The government shows no care that midwives, nursing assistants, and nurses continue to leave the country for more respect and more pay in the UK and elsewhere. It is the people of Guyana who are harmed by the decline of our health services. It is the people of Guyana who are harmed by the decline in our health services. When teachers pack up and fly out, our schools and school children pay the price. When our qualified university graduates migrate in droves, the people pay the price. When the public service is no longer seen by young people as providing career opportunities and pathways to decent living standards, it is the country that suffers. The PPP does not get this and never will. The PPP must use oil resources to pay these critical sectors a livable income, as we have indicated we will do in government. On the question of wages and salaries, what do we in the coalition subscribe to as a party and government in waiting? As we have said before, our principles and commitments are as follows. 1, there should be no working poor in Guyana. We now have the financial means to lift all Guyanese well over the poverty line. We recommit ourselves to the 1 million per household annually in a structured, open, transparent way and based on objective criteria. We will build a modern, motivated, and highly trained teaching and public service, as it is vital to the realization of our people-centered development strategy, which is based on our vision for Guyana. Such a public service is required to deliver top quality health, education, and other services, to manage a comprehensive social protection system, to provide efficient services to the private sector, and to ensure the affairs of the people can be efficiently and effectively administered. 3, we will respect the public sector unions as the legitimate representatives of public servants. This is an error that must be rectified, and we are committed to doing so. Under a future coalition government, public servants will be guaranteed a livable income through several measures, such as increasing the minimum wage, raising the tax threshold, abolishing income tax for workers at the bottom of the scale, topping up salaries as required through allowances, and providing training for job advancement. These measures will work in combination with our social protection programs, such as our cash grant programs, our early childhood care and education plan, our night school program, our utility bill relief program, and our rent-to-own plan for housing. In addition, we will implement a rent assistance scheme to ensure all public servants, in fact, all Guyanese, can enjoy a high quality and a comfortable life. Guyanese continue to get little or no benefit from our oil and gas resources. Handouts to the average Guyanese, while at the same time putting billions in the hands of PPP cronies, is unacceptable and must be brought to an end. The opposition is committed to making Guyana one of the best countries to live in for all Guyanese.
Yep, there you have it, folks. There you have it. The man himself, the one and only Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton, the leader of the People's National Congress Reform, and also the leader of the PNCR. And that was the closer, folks. That was the closer. And I really want to thank each and every one of you for spending this time with us this evening. That being said, good folks, that's the time. That's our program. Share the like before you go. Smash the emoji button before you go. Partner with us as well before you go, guys. And if you're coming back to watch the program later, those of you who are watching the program, coming back to watch it for the first time, maybe the second time too, share the live as well. Smash that emoji button, folks. Partner with us. That was the leader of the opposition, folks. And that being said, good folks, that's our time and that's our program. Really want to thank all of you for spending this time here with us, folks. We know there's so much on social media vying for your time and vying for your attention, but you spend this time here with us, and we are tremendously, tremendously humbled by that. That being said, folks, that's the time, that's the program. We love that so many of you have joined us this evening. So many of you folks like Roderick and Janet, Roderick Henry and Janet Miller. We got Linda Booker with us this evening. Good to see you. Linda and Debbie Pearson is here too. Charles is here as well. Charles is here. Charles Nelson, Auntie Sandra, Sandra Hanover is here. Chisel Chipper, Chisel, good to see you. The Light One is here too. Good to see you. Pollyanna Schultz, Askrit Schultz, good to see you. Don Joe, we see you there as well. Angeli Abrams, we see you. Nasir Perez, we see you too. And Glenford Gordon, folks, it's been a privilege being here with you guys. Share the live, smash that emoji button, folks. We got a long way to go. Have a peaceful night's rest, guys. Have a peaceful night's rest. You're going off to work, have a fantastic shift. Have a fantastic shift. That's our time, folks. And that's our program. Stay safe. Stay safe.